You don't like me anymore?
No, it's that I just found out that one of my closest friends is the person I love and admire most in the world.
Miraculous Ladybug is a series that thrives on complicated romance. Many characters would go to great lengths to see their relationships succeed, creating compelling and sometimes concerning plots. In many cases, the characters ruin their happiness and readily endanger others. The moral ground that some people stand on, Marinette and Adrien included, sometimes tips into questionable behavior. In today's video, we're evaluating some of Miraculous's characters and calling out some of their most destructive behavior in the name of love.
The Akumas and the Amuks must have multiplied at the same time as the Maledictators. Capturing just one doesn't solve the problem. There are millions of them!
Number 5. Andre gives up his dreams. Andre Bourgeois has an influential role in Paris. As the mayor, he does everything he can to keep the city running while adhering to his power-hungry family. In episodes like Mega Leech, we see the worst of his leadership skills, as Andre knowingly backs projects that could harm the environment. On the surface, he appears to be a corrupt politician, but really, he's doing everything he can to keep his abusive marriage alive. Andre meets his daughter-in-law, Zoe Lee, in the episode Soul Crusher. Zoe doesn't enter the series until season 4 because she attends school in New York. Her character is peculiar as she's a year younger than her half-sister Chloe, insinuating that their mother Audrey must have cheated on Andre in the past. In the episode, he explains to Zoe that he once desired to be a director but chose to give that dream up. In later episodes, most notably in Collusion, Andre reveals the circumstances behind this choice. During a private conversation with Gabriel, Andre only chose to become mayor to impress the woman he loved. Andre wanted to be with Audrey so desperately that Andre gave up his dream, a quiet life, and morals. As mayor of Paris, he spent his entire campaign doing things to make others happy, sacrificing the well-being of Paris to appease his wife, child, and friends.
Who pays your salary, Roger?
You do, Mr. Mayor. I mean, Paris City Hall does.
And you obey me. Take those troublemakers right back home.
Number 4. Marinette becomes obsessed. One of the most notable romances is the one between Marinette and Adrien. The former would do anything for the boy she loved if it wasn't for her token nerves and clumsiness. In the earliest seasons, Marinette can hardly talk to Adrien without tripping over her words or falling over entirely. She often made the most obscure and complicated plans to spend time with Adrien. However, her methods and behavior quickly began to border on obsessive. The obscure behavior starts with her bedroom, where her main form of decorating includes plastering photos of him anywhere she can. There are images of Adrien beside her bed, on her computer's desktop, and plastered to her wall. Examples of this are noticeably from the very first episodes of the series. In episodes like Copycat, Marinette reveals she keeps a giant calendar in her room. The calendar details Adrien's events, classes, and obligations so that she knows what he's doing down to the hour. Marinette's friends rarely call out her behavior, which allows her to spy on Adrien, like in the episode Party Crasher. In the episode, Adrien's friends arrive at his home when Gabriel is supposedly out of town and throw a party. No girls are allowed inside, and Marinette goes to great extremes to get inside, including pretending to be a completely different person. No one notices her odd behavior, but most teenagers wouldn't go to such severe lengths to get near their crush.
He's got fencing club after school, that's why he didn't pick up. It ends in exactly 22.5 minutes.
Number 3. Adrien changes his entire personality. As Marinette would do anything to become closer to her crush, Adrien becomes crippled by his fear of disappointing Ladybug. In Season 4, the heroic duo of Ladybug and Cat Noir starts to strain. Marinette's responsibilities as the Guardian and her ability to give Miraculouses away at will cause Adrien to feel untrusted and unneeded within the team. Although he expresses these feelings more than once and acts out due to jealousy, no one takes him seriously until he gives up his Miraculous. In the episode Kuroniko, Adrien becomes frustrated when Ladybug doesn't let him help reclaim the Miraculous from other wielders. Adrien tries his best to help and offers his assistance numerous times. Unfortunately, Ladybug claims he's wasting her time and hurtfully claims she can take his Miraculous too. Ladybug agrees, although not realizing he is serious, and Adrien renounces Plague once she's gone. Adrien gives up his role as Cat Noir and sends Plague back to Ladybug. Luckily, Plague tricks Marinette, telling her that Master Fu has a second option for the Cat Miraculous. He promises to find the new wielder but returns to Adrien instead. Together, they create a new hero persona that will impress Ladybug and be the perfect partner for her. Adrien changes his personality completely, becoming the charming, reserved, and responsible hero, Catwalker. His behavior comes from every criticism made by Ladybug, and he makes sure to avoid them as Catwalker. He becomes an overly reliable partner and not who Ladybug needs at all.
You don't know where they're rendezvous points are, and I don't have time to...
Playing cat and mouse is my forte, you know.
If you want to save me time, stop wasting it in the first place!
Number 2. Natalie risks her life. Natalie is the driven and loyal assistant to Gabriel Agreste. She ensures his business succeeds, and she takes constant care of Adrien. Natalie puts a lot of her energy into making sure the Agreste family is well cared for, and throughout the seasons, it becomes clear that Natalie cares deeply for Gabriel, so much so that she willingly wields a broken Miraculous. The magical jewel is strong enough to cause irreversible damage and alter Natalie's life completely. In the episode Myra, Natalie uses the Peacock Miraculous for the first time. She becomes a supervillain beside Gabriel, helping him in the fight against Ladybug and Cat Noir through the use of her Sentimonsters. Natalie uses the Peacock Miraculous until it leaves her completely bedridden, as seen in the episode Optigami, where she resorts to helping Gabriel from the security of her bedroom. Natalie eventually regains her ability to walk through robotic leg braces, but the Peacock Miraculous takes more than her physical health. Emily Agreste, Adrien's mother, lays in an incurable coma within the Agreste estate. Her illness is why Gabriel wants the Ladybug and Cat Miraculous. He believes he can use the universe-altering wish to bring his wife back. Natalie agrees, forfeiting her health to restore the wife of the man she loves.
They're more resistant than I expected.
But we still have the last phase of our plan.
Number 1. Gabriel becomes a supervillain. On the topic of Emily Agreste, Gabriel's behavior throughout the series isn't something to ignore. At the beginning of the series, he creates low-stake villains as Hawkmoth. Ladybug and Cat Noir easily defeat them, which causes increasing frustration in their nemesis. As the series continues, Gabriel becomes more desperate to win. His devotion to his wife and bringing her back to life makes him an incredibly dangerous villain because he has something personal on the line. In the episodes Cat Blanc and Ephemeral, Gabriel's willing to change his world entirely to get Emily back. He doesn't seem to care that his universe becomes rewritten to achieve his goal, or what that may mean for everyone else. Paris suffers the most through his actions. In the episode Risk, he creates Sentimonsters that absorb other powers. They use the hero's abilities against them and destroy the city. They are the most formidable enemies that Ladybug's team faces, as it takes her traveling back in time with the Rabbit Miraculous to defeat them. Although Gabriel loses the battle in that way, he makes a decisive blow against Ladybug when Felix offers him most of the Miraculous. With many Kwamis and the Miraculous at their side, Gabriel becomes the overpowered villain Monarch. He enslaves the Kwamis, adding to his list of despicable behaviors. The sentient and magical creatures remain locked inside glass containers, fed pellets, and are only used for their powers. With them, he creates enhanced villains who destroy the city and become more difficult for Ladybug and Cat Noir to defeat. Gabriel, therefore, is a terror to all of Paris, but he justifies his actions in the name of love.
It's time you finally started taking some risks, Ladybug.
Miraculous Ladybug isn't a series easy to dismiss. Behind the stunning 3D animation and magical hijinks, dark stories continue to shock the series fans. Many of these stories come from the romances, as Natalie gives up her health for Gabriel, Andre remains in a very toxic relationship, and Gabriel becomes the worst villain in Paris's history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
If we wait after the ceremony, Adrien's fencing training will be over, and he'll have his phone back by then.